A massive shadow eclipses the bustling streets of New York City. Blotting out the sun as an enormous winged monster glides silently between skyscrapers, its razor-sharp beak slicing through the air like a living scythe. Pedestrians freeze in terror, phones dropping from their hands as this colossal beast dives toward Central Park, snatching up a jogger's dog in one fluid motion before vanishing into the clouds. Hunting without mercy, and it's not alone, it's the alpha of a sky-dominating flock. This is Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying creature history has ever known. And today, we are diving into the chilling what if. What if this prehistoric nightmare never went extinct and still ruled our skies? Hold on, because before we unleash this beast into the modern world, let's get the facts straight. You might be picturing a classic pterodactyl from those old dinosaur movies. But Quetzalcoatlus isn't a dinosaur at all, it's a pterosaur, a flying reptile that terrorized the Late Cretaceous period, from about 72 to 66 million years ago. With a wingspan stretching up to 12 meters, that's 40 feet, this thing was bigger than some small airplanes. On the ground, it towered at 5 meters tall, or 16 feet, its neck alone accounting for most of that height, making it eyeball to eyeball with a giraffe. But instead of munching leaves, imagine that giraffe with a deadly, pointed beak over 2 meters long, 6 feet of spear like horror ready to impale anything in its path. And oh yes, it could fly. This wasn't some graceful glider. It was a ground-stalking predator that used its wings like extra legs, prowling like a massive, vampiric bat weighing in at 250 kilograms, or 550 pounds. Pure, unadulterated nightmare material. Scientists have pieced together its world from fossils found in places like Texas, where these giants roamed warm, temperate landscapes with lush rainforests, shallow seas, and oxygen-rich air that fueled their massive bodies. No snow, plenty of prey, it was paradise for a flyer this size. Debates rage about its exact hunting style, but the consensus: Quetzalcoatlus was a terrestrial hunter, stalking on land or wading in waters like a supersized heron, snapping up fish, small dinosaurs, or anything unlucky enough to cross its shadow. Picture it folding those immense wings to walk quadrupedally, then leaping 3 meters into the air to take flight. Terrifying efficiency, but like its ground-bound cousins, T. Rex and Triceratops, it vanished in the cataclysmic end Cretaceous extinction, when the Chicxulub asteroid slammed into Earth 66 million years ago, unleashing firestorms, tsunamis, and a global winter that choked out life. Or did it? What if, in some remote corner of the world, a pocket of these aerial titans clung to survival? Imagine the asteroid's devastation sparing a distant archipelago in the Pacific, far from the impact site in what's now Mexico. On these isolated islands, think something like the Galapagos, but formed a bit earlier in our hypothetical environment, stays just temperate enough. With abundant seafood and minimal competition, a small group of Quetzalcoatlus adapts, evolving slightly over eons to handle lower oxygen levels and shifting climates. They thrive in secrecy, their massive farms hidden by dense jungles and volcanic mists. Millions of years pass, species rise and fall, but these sky rulers endure, unseen by evolving mammals including us. Fast forward to the age of humans. Explorers stumble upon these islands in the 1800s, perhaps during whaling expeditions. The first sightings, sailors' tales dismissed as sea monsters or hallucinations. But then, irrefutable evidence, a massive skeleton washed ashore. Or better yet, a live encounter. Panic ensues as one of these beasts swoops down on a landing party, mistaking their supplies for easy prey. Word spreads, and soon, the world knows Quetzalcoatlus lives. Scientists flock, governments declare protected zones, but human curiosity and greed can't be contained. Zoos want specimens, eccentric billionaires crave private aviaries. Capturing one, no small feat. These creatures launch from the ground with powerful jumps, so enclosures need reinforced domes and minimal vertical space. Chains or tethers ground them. But escapes happen. One breaks free in Australia, vanishing into the outback, sparking urban legends of thunderbirds that snatch livestock under cover of night. But the real chaos begins when they spread. In our what if, a typhoon scatters a flock from their island haven, carrying them on winds to mainland Asia and beyond. They adapt remarkably well warm-blooded with insulating pycnofibers. Like fuzzy proto-feathers, they handle cooler temps better than expected. Populations establish in tropical regions first. Indonesia, then India, Africa. Farmers wake to devastated herd goats, sheep, even young cattle vanishing into the sky. Quetzalcoatlus, evolved hunters, see penned animals as buffets. Their beaks pierce and gulp prey whole, preferring items around 9 to 13 kilograms 20 to 30 pounds. That's dogs, cats, pigs, and tragically, toddlers left unattended. Headlines scream, Sky Terror claims another victim. Cities aren't safe either. Imagine a Quetzalcoatlus perching on the Eiffel Tower, eyeing picnickers below. Dog parks become no-fly zones. Beaches install netting. And the droppings. Forget pigeon problems, these are like aerial bombardments, ruining cars and closing outdoor cafes. You know, surviving in a world dominated by such rapid changes reminds me of how technology is reshaping everything today. Back in 2019, AI was just basic chatbots, but by 2026, it's revolutionized industries. If you're feeling left behind, don't worry, Outskill can get you up to speed in no time. It's the premier AI-focused platform offering a 2-day mastermind workshop that packs years of expertise into 16 hours. Dive into over 10 AI tools, prompt engineering, automation, and no-code product building. Trusted by 10 million pros worldwide with a 4.9 Trustpilot rating. Catch it this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. EST, and it's free during the New Year Upskilling Fest. Build agents, streamline workflows, and monetize skills. Learners are earning $2,000 to $3,000 weekly with AI services. Plus, lifetime access to a 5,000-member community, a slick dashboard, and bonuses worth $5,100, like the AI Prompt Bible and 2026 Survival Handbook. Spots are filling. Fast, grab yours via the link below and join the WhatsApp group for updates. Adapt or get left in the dust. Back to our feathered fiends. As Quetzalcoatlus proliferates, conflicts escalate. In the Americas, they cross paths with condors and eagles, outcompeting them effortlessly. Urban areas adapt with anti-perch spikes on buildings, but it's futile against their agility. One infamous incident: a flock descends on a Brazilian carnival, causing stampedes as they snatch food and a few pets from the crowds. Governments declare open season, but hunting them, tricky. They are fast, with keen eyesight spotting threats from kilometers away. Drones and helicopters armed with nets or tranks become the norm, but losses mount. Pilots downed by mid-air collisions. Environmentalists protest, arguing these relics deserve protection. But when a Quetzalcoatlus raids a school playground in Florida, snatching several children mid-recess, public outrage boils over. Enough, the world cries. Militaries mobilize. Fighter jets with non-lethal payloads, ground teams with flamethrowers to scare them off. It's interspecies war. Humans, ever the innovators, turn the tide. We develop sonic deterrents that mimic predator calls from the Cretaceous, disorienting the beasts. Chemical repellents lace farms, and AI-monitored sky nets lateral meshes over vulnerable area strap intruders. Culls reduce numbers, but ethics win out. Instead of eradication, we relocate survivors to fortified reserves on their original islands. Under drone surveillance, Quetzalcoatlus retreats to ruling remote skies, feeding on crabs and fish, a living link to the dinosaur age. Tourism booms safaris from afar, with binoculars and armored vehicles. But the lesson lingers. In a world where ancient giants reclaim the air, humanity learns humility, adapting infrastructure with covered parks and rooftop shields. Our skies, a bit less open, but safer. Yet, as populations stabilize, whispers of domestication emerge. Could we train these titans for eco-friendly transport or search and rescue? Unlikely their wild instincts run deep. One rogue escapee in the Himalayas sparks Yeti myths anew, preying on yaks and evading capture for years. In colder climes, like Canada, migrants push boundaries, insulating against snow with evolved fluffier coverings. Conflicts flare in Europe. One dives into the Thames, upending boats. Another perches on Big Ben, drawing crowds before being darted. Global treaties farm, banning trade, but black markets thrive eggs smuggled for obscene sums. A celebrity scandal. A tech mogul's private island zoo leaks, releasing a pair into California wildfires, where they thrive on scorched prey. The ecological ripple. Massive. Quetzalcoatlus culls invasive species like feral pigs in Hawaii, but disrupts native birds. In Africa, they clash with ostriches, creating hybrid hunting grounds. Ocean crossings see them raiding fishing boats, gulping tuna mid-haul. Climate change aids the spread warmer poles open new territories. By mid-century, they are icons. Movies portray them as villains or misunderstood guardians. Kids play Quetzal dodge in schools, learning evasion tactics. Aviation adapts. Planes with reinforced hulls. Air traffic control scanning for flocks. One near miss with a jumbo jet over the Atlantic. Global panic, leading to radar upgrades. But what if one adapts too well? A mutated strain, smaller and smarter, infiltrates cities like bats in attics. Nocturnal hunters, they pick off rats and pigeons, becoming unlikely allies against urban pests. Pest control companies rebrand. Quetzal-friendly exterminators. Fashion trends. Wing-inspired capes. Beak masks at festivals. Science benefit studying their flight inspires drone tech. Their bones yield medical insights for lightweight prosthetics. Yet, the dark side. Poachers hunt for trophies. Activists chain themselves to nests. A viral video of a Quetzalcoatlus saving a drowning swimmer shifts public opinion toward coexistence. In the end, humanity asserts dominance, but not without scars. Quetzalcoatlus endures in pockets, a reminder that the skies aren't ours alone. We build higher, smarter, turning potential apocalypse into uneasy harmony. This what-if reshapes society. Outdoor events under domes, pets with GPS collars, a world forever glancing upward. Thrilling, isn't it? But that's just one ancient survivor. What if the ocean's biggest predator, the megalodon, still lurked in the depths? That's a tale for another what if.